Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your February reading. We're approaching the wolf moon, that is the full moon in Leo, and this particular lunation is being emphasized by the sun joining Pluto in the early minutes for Pluto of Aquarius. The sun will be naturally in Aquarius for a month. But Pluto will be in Aquarius for 21 years, with a brief break in October, mid-October to mid-November, when it will return to the last degree of Capricorn before finally leaving Capricorn after almost 2 decades to finish out its transit in Aquarius over the next 20 years. Because this planet has such a long transition, it is associated not only with our collectivity, this has a global impact, it has a generational impact, and impacts institutions and people's behavior around the world. It's about the very nature of power, but it also represents a huge shift from Pluto being in Capricorn for the previous 2 decades about. So for you, Aquarius, it is quite obvious that this full moon is impacting primarily the area of your well-being, the way that you maintain your routines and habits in order to be productive, efficient, and happy. But it's also at leading up and preparing you for your significant relationships to come into relationships whole. But it's also highlighting the area of your intentions, your preparation, the lessons you've learned throughout this life, perhaps from former lives, and in preparation for setting clean intentions, being crystal clear and aware about the goals and the perspective that you are developing, evolving. Because it's a 20-year transit, naturally it has an impact on at least 2 areas of your chart, depending on your own astrology, and this is going to be most pertinent to people with Aquarius rising. I'm also doing personal readings, and the information for that is in the description box below. I'll be giving away a free reading on or around the 1st of the month of February, and I choose that from the comments and from donations that I've received previously. I want to thank with deep gratitude all of you who have been participating in this. This has been a joyful experience for me, and I also want to acknowledge all of you who support me with your presence here now and all the other ways that you support me to do what I'm doing. So thank you in advance. And for Aquarius, your overall energy for the month of February, the Chariot. This is a message so many of us need to hear. And as you focus very clearly, as the impact of this transition of the Sun and Pluto impacts your perspective, the intentions you set, your desire for greater awareness and evolution, you are abandoning the desire to mask your difference. You're letting go of the need to fix things around you, to solve the problems of others, to solve small problems in your environment. Your tolerance is elevated because of your focus on setting intentions and goals that resonate with you, that are in alignment for your greater good. And that naturally means that you will have and can have a greater impact on your environment, on the planet, as you achieve greater alignment. So the Chariot card really is about this deep acceptance of who you are. And that means your acceptance of difference in in embracing your difference, you're actually communicating a very deep and much needed message in our world that difference is purposeful. It's about creativity. It's about the unique gifts we need in a world that needs all kinds of support, help, recognition, and talents. And you're embracing that in yourself and using that as the foundation on which you are moving, evolving towards your goals is helpful to others in as a model in and of itself. This is a powerful model. In addition to the liberation that you are building for yourself, you're creating for yourself and releasing the need to be controlled by the opinions and the preferences of others. In the present, we have the Two of Pentacles. In the past, the Three of Pentacles, and in the future, the Lover's card. Lovely. Yeah, you have been really working towards this transition from a former lifestyle, a former set of beliefs, a former effort. This can be the transition of jobs, locations, relationships, into something that you are retrofitting for the future. This is your standing at the fulcrum of this dance that you are doing, this understanding that you are sitting at the fulcrum of manifesting the new out of the old. This is not about throwing out the baby with the bathwater. Everything that you have experienced, you have done, everything that you have been is being refashioned, opened up to adapt to the future conditions of the world and the desires that you are manifesting as a result of your desire to be a practical tool and resource for that transition at a communal, collective, or even global level. You've already put in place or are putting in place an effort. This can be a small business, this can be a side hustle, a hobby, or it can be the way that you have been retooling your efforts so that you are perfecting a product, a service, some aspect or some practical use that you are elevating in terms of its quality and value to others. So this is a beautiful card of collaboration. You're doing this with others. You're doing this in a non-traditional way, method, which is non-hierarchical. So the collaborators typically come together with shared goals, shared values, but with different and unique skills. And that you work together in creating solutions, creating products or projects or services that are elevated to a level of excellence, perfection, beauty even, in a way that allows each member of that team to step into their strength, to operate from a place of strength, to lead from a place of strength, and to step back and learn from others when it is appropriate to do so. In that way, no one person owns the product or the service or the thing that's been created. There's an equal buy-in, and there's an awareness and a desire to craft this together, understanding that more people create a stronger, more durable, more lasting solution. In the future, you have increasing opportunities to choose your best path forward. This can be the way that you are allowing the thing that you are instrumental in creating to grow and deepen. This can be anything from a relationship to this business, this project or effort that you're working on, so that through your efforts at working collaboratively, through the focus that you've achieved, you have opened yourself up to an ability to discriminate between the variety of offers and options you have. And in doing so, you have elevated yourself. You have prepared yourself to recognize long-term value, long-time benefit, a permanent resource or tool or entity that serves you in a way that establishes something for the long haul and serves others equally. So you're now in a place where you have respect for your higher self, your potential, your dreams, and you invest in them by choosing those partners that can be reciprocally responsive and responsible to you and to the project, to the task at hand. I hope that this reading is resonating for you, Aquarius. If so, please like and like this video. Subscribe to Pacific Tarot, absolutely. Share this with someone who may enjoy it and comment below. I truly enjoy all the comments that you share with me, all of your thoughts, all of your appreciations. And I've pulled humor. I choose to focus on the lighter side of life. I love this. And in many ways, this is resonating with a desire to let go of the struggle, to release the struggle, to be graceful in your accumulation of abundance, of effort, of value and worth, to no longer feel the need to fight, to be angry, to allow your energies to be depleted by the resistance that you encounter. Instead, turning a lighter face towards those things that don't appear to be in alignment with you so that you can elevate your enjoyment of the journey, realizing that it isn't just the goals that you have set for yourself and your team, but the journey itself can be enjoyable, pleasurable, graceful, peaceful. And I'm also going to pull from the flora and fauna of Africa. Woo! That just shot across the table. It is the springbok. And the plant associated with the springbok is the oak, the mighty oak. And the key words associated with this card are devotion, duty. Focus your energy and deal with things now. That is how you turn your fantasies to realities. I love this. In the present, the Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment card and the Nine of Pentacles. Yes, you're definitely in the moment, in the embrace of embracing your purpose, hearing the call, responding to your sense of mission on the planet, what service you bring not only to your own awareness, your own growth, your own expansion, but the embrace of your calling, the joy with which you now perceive this bell, this song eternally singing to you, this call always having been evident and present in your life. And now you've gained the wisdom and the awareness to recognize not only how you can make the choice, the decision to follow this purpose, but that you can gain joy and peace in recognizing a larger plan, that you're part of a larger plan, as are others with whom you are collaborating, you are working, you are relating to in a significant way. This is about actually having the skills and the understanding to bring this to a successful place, to have a real impact on your environment. And you've created this foundation that reminds you that you have cultivated your own garden. You have improved your skills and your conditions so that you are in a place of understanding the investment that you can make in yourself, the investment that you have made in yourself, that you are now consciously aware of the excess, the overflow, that you continually see your ideas or the ideas of others that are similarly aligned with you. So that this card speaks to options, enjoyment, pleasure, recognizing that the journey is part of the destination and that they're inextricably linked. It's bringing me back to the idea that you are choosing to release the struggle, choosing to lay down your sword, and that you have far greater tools in your arsenal to evolve yourself on this particular path. But that you have the personal foundation that means that you're no longer risking anything in terms of your investments. You're no longer destabilizing yourself, taking a risk you can't afford. You've dug into that eternal wellspring of abundance that means that there's always energy to invest. In the past, the Three of Pentacles is clarified by the Hanged Man and the Lover's card again. Very significant. So yeah, you're well poised at this point to reconsider your relationships. And this may have been an area of struggle or pain for you in the past. And in some way, this sense of difference, personal difference, being unfamiliar to people, being considered eccentric or offbeat, has caused you pain, has made it difficult for you to find those who similarly appreciate your uniqueness and can vibe with that different, strongly intuitive hit and perseverance in your personal liberation. You've really taken the time to pause on what was missing in your life. And you have, instead of pulling away from others, you have actually realized that it was a certain kind of relationship that you were lacking, perhaps. This is the Aquarians I'm speaking to. And that now that you realize that your strength is in your ability to grow and evolve, to be open to the intuitive downloads of the universe that recognize the value of the innovations that are occurring in our world, in our lives, that are impacting each and every member of the planet on a global scale. You are allowing that to shift and open up your perspective so that you can recognize the opportunities everywhere that they exist, and that often exist in the challenges that you experience, in the things you've been pushing against, rather than allowing those things to be integrated, those lessons that you've learned through the resistances, to help to inform you, to shape you, to inform your choices of allies, collaborators, partners, in a way that gives you greater grace, greater peace, a clearer acknowledgement of what is right for you. What a liberation that is. No longer resisting what other people are telling you is what you should be or do. Instead, knowing that you are who you are for a very valid reason, and you have a contribution to make that only you can make. In the future, the Lover's card is clarified by the Devil card and the Seven of Wands. Yeah, this breaking away from the expectations of others has been a serious albatross around your neck. This has been really deeply sewn into your sense of survival on the planet, conforming to the way others the script that was given to you. Actually, not only flipping the script or releasing the script altogether, throwing it out, tearing it up, but also the beliefs that undergirded these conformities, these conventions that seemed absolute in many ways, so that you are now in a position to release yourself from those, to embrace your uniqueness, to realize that you're not responsible to everybody else unless you're responsible to yourself first. Oh, and that flies in the face of what we've been told is the right thing to do. That's selfish, when in fact you are anything but selfish. Your ability to clean up your life, to purify yourself as a vehicle is expressly so that you can do the work that you know you're here to do on behalf of others. And it can only be sustained if you prioritize your needs, your desires, your well-being. This is counter to what many of us are taught, but this has been hugely oppressive for you. And the joy, the humor that you're now choosing, that this can be pleasurable. Pushing against resistance should be like swatting away a fly for you now, or can be. You're so practiced at this, you no longer take it as seriously as you once did because now you know who you are. There is a certain amount of defensiveness that one takes on when one becomes aware of the liberation that you are experiencing by embracing who you are. You're definitely taking a step out of the conventional way. You're stepping away from the herd. You're no longer trying to look and be like everyone else, and that, you know, is threatening to a lot of people. So you are on your path, you know that. You're doing what you need to do. You're studying that. You're taking your time, but your resonance is elevating. Your vibration is increasing, and you feel it in your experience of every day, in the ideas that now are coming easily to you, and the way to achieve them is becoming more joyful. I'm going to complete this reading with a Language of Flowers oracle, and special blessings to you, Aquarians, for this particularly momentous global shift we're experiencing. And I pull the agapanthus, or the lily of the Nile. And the key words are words of love. Speak with your heart. Much love to you, Aquarius, and I appreciate this beautiful reading from you. Until next time, Namaste.